coming or going. This is someone who says they love you and you supposedly love them. So yeah, my second son's mom, she took me to court and said that I was trying to get access to her when it wasn't. When we went through court. They kind of favoured in her side. She asked the courts to basically give me a couple of years so I couldn't go by her. Maybe like an injunction order or something like that. It was basically just to stay away from her for 2 years. But she knew that if I have to stay away from her, that means I can't get access to my son. She knows that. She knew that. That's why she did it. So that's what I did. I stayed away for the 2 years. I stayed away. I sent cards on birthdays, and every time I sent a card with money, she would contact my sister or contact a family member and say, oh yeah, we've received the cards or we've received the letter and the money. Oh, tell him thank you very much. I'm gonna take him to the shops. I'll take him to the toy store. Or boys to buy some toys. So my family would hear from her when they got money in the letters, or it was something that she liked. But anytime I sent a letter or a card and it didn't have any money, it just had a bit of writing in, and I was trying to talk to my son, even being nice when talking about his mum in the card, she'd report me sometimes. If there wasn't any money, this is what I feel, if there wasn't any money or anything in there of importance to her, she would report it and make it look malicious. She'd report it to the police and say, oh, he's trying to contact me. He's trying to, when he's speaking in the card or the letter to our son, he's mentioning me and he's trying to talk about me. Even though you could see every letter, I could show you, it would show you that I'm not being malicious. I'd even speak nice things about his mum in the letter. Indirectly, I would say things, but she'd still take that and twist it to her advantage. So, yes, people, so if you've just joined, we're just speaking about, it's important, in my opinion, it's important to have the male and the female around for the children. It doesn't matter what you think or what the government makes you think. A woman can't bring up a boy and a girl on their own. They just can't. Just like a man, he can't bring up a boy child and a woman child on his own. He can bring them up. And he can feed them. But a man can't show a girl how to be a woman. He can't. He can show her, but he can't, he's not a woman. And it's just like the opposite. A woman can house and feed a boy child or a girl child, but a woman can't show a boy how to be a man. Well, she can show him, but she can't. She's not the man. She's not. Only a man can show a boy how to be a man. You know what I mean? It's like a girl. Only a woman. Only a woman can show a girl how to be a woman. You can show them and teach them, but they're not, like, the woman's not a man. She can't show the boy how to be a man. Like, you can't do that. Only a man can show a boy how to be a man, because he is one. Just like a woman, only a woman can show a girl how to be a woman, because that's who they are. They're in touch with that. There's nothing better than the source. Yeah? The original blueprint. You can't get better than that. So yes, people, if you've just joined, I was just briefly speaking about, it's very important. I've got two boys I've been blessed with, but they're with two different women. My first son, I ended up having to go for a court order for him. He's now 11, nearly 12. and that court order still in place to this day. I've had that since he's been about 4, so it's been about 7-8 years now I've had that court order. But I have another son with another woman since then, and he's 5 now. But for the last 4 years since we broke up, his mom told lies to keep me away from him and not to have access towards him, even though I've got a court order for my first boy. But my opinion, I think my second son's mum, when we hit a bad time and we were being tested, I believe that she actually, she used everything she'd learnt from going to court with me to get access for my first son. She learned everything that she's seen there and used it against me when it came for our time to be tested. So, good day, Princess. You all right?
Yeah, all right.
Go on, sweet man. You're out early?
I went by the canal, wait for that to open.
Oh yeah.
It's ages, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. What is it? 10:30, 11 o'clock?
I think they open at
10:30 today.
afternoon 11. They don't stay for another half an hour.
Yeah. Go on, sweet man. But
Nightmare if they couldn't do it home to come out again.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, I hear you.
You alright there?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. And you all right?
I got you the other day.
Oh, did ya? Oh, you have to if you knock louder, because they've got the middle door in there now. So
Oh,
if you knock louder, man.
okay.
It's all right. Go on, sweet man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Get out of here, bro.
All right, see you later. All right, sorry about that, people. Yeah, we're a friendly lot. We are friendly. It's all good. But yeah, sorry, quickly going back to this thing, and then I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap this video up. So, yeah, I'm not a hater, man, but I don't really do JD. Yeah, it's too much of a hype, these places. But yeah, sorry, going back to the parenting now. So, my opinion, from having the T-shirt and living this, is that okay, basically, women, men, if you've got an ex-partner or you've got a partner with who you've got children by, I suggest that, if he hasn't or if he or she hasn't done anything personal to the child, and they're actually a decent parent, and that inside, I advise you to encourage them to see your children, encourage them, that bitterness and that hate that you might be holding in, since the breakup of the relationship, try and find a way to get rid of it, because whether you know it or not, or whether you realize or not, you're damaging your child, you're damaging your children because of the hate that you've got inside you. It's just that's just it. And it won't go away. It will just get worse and worse and worse. Yeah, people, man, I don't do McDonald's. On that note, no, thank you. I don't do McDonald's. But yes, people, I do believe it's very important, to do the right thing with your child. There's so many influences nowadays with, for children, you got this group trying to influence your child or your family over here, and then you've got this group of people trying to influence your family over here, and it can get very, very confusing and very messy. And for the mind nowadays, I wouldn't encourage that. I feel like some people have already got a lot on their plate to be dealing with, even though, in my opinion, a lot of it is just fiction.